So we are going to start Tadasana, starting in Tadasana, and then Tadasana. So bring your feet together. Today we are concentrating on liver, gallbladder, the wood element that will take our back, low back, and will organize it. It will also be fuel for the fire to open our hearts. So wood element keeps the earth from giving you floods, stabilizes you like the trunk of a tree, and allows both the water, the earth elements to flow in your legs. So the action we are going to consider this time is widening the tendons in front of the ankles. So please familiarize yourself. If you're going to lift your toes up, you will find that there is a tendon on the outside of the ankle, and to take the whole forefoot up to find the other tendon, the tendon inside the ankle. So you have, this is actually liver 4, this is gallbladder 40. It's two important points on the wood meridians, liver and gallbladder. Widen the soles of the feet, the ball of the big toe goes forward, the ball of the little toe goes back. Notice how you widen the tendons. So first bring the inner tendons towards each other, and then without disturbing that, take the outer tendon towards each other, away from each other. So you basically have some kind of a koan, because you're pulling your ankles in both directions, but that's how you create space. And just notice what is the effect of this very subtle action. Don't tighten yourself. Just do the actions, bringing the inner ankles towards each other, and then taking the outer ankles away from each other without taking the inner ankles with them, without sickling the foot. Maybe this action will transfer energy up the legs. And now, after you have done this action, you have familiarized yourself with all of the elements. We are going to lie down, Supta Tadasana, with a belt next to us. Supta Tadasana, feet are together. You still have the memories of your tendons in front of the ankles. Widen them, expand them. Some to the inner side, some to the outer side. Expand them away from each other, inner to inner, outer to outer. Get a brook inside your leg going all the way to the chest. Widen your chest. From the center of your chest, expand like the spokes of a bicycle wheel. The heart opens. And now bend your right knee, bring your right knee towards the chest, interlace your fingers above the right shin. Relax the shoulders down. Make sure that the right shin bone is parallel to your spine. If the left shoulder is releasing down to the floor, and that you are not deviating. Feel how the ankles, the tendons in front of the right ankle expand, and how you can bring energy with this action into the chest. Most of the action, most of the energy is in the liver line, which means in the inner line of the foot. It's more in the inner line, even though the outer tendons go away from each other. And now you can take your belt, wrap it around the right foot. If you want, you can change. Cross the belt, take the right side of the belt with the left hand, the left side of the belt with the right hand. Widen the ankles, especially the right ankle, and find the release of the right hip. And then from the ball of the big toe, lifting up towards the ceiling, straighten the right knee to your capacity. Open the chest, relax the shoulders down to the floor. Widen, expand the ankles. And then release the belt. Take again the right knee towards the chest. Now hold the right knee with the left hand only. And feel the constricting effect, how it brings the energy into the center. And now bring your right knee to the ceiling, right foot to the floor, in line with your right sit bone. You can crawl your right foot forward and release the thigh back into the socket. Feel the release of the inner thigh. And then bend both knees, the left foot on the floor. Make sure that the left foot is the same distance from the hips as the right foot. And release your sacrum down. Release the energy from the thigh into the puddle of your belly. And then bring the left knee towards the chest. Interlace your fingers above left shin. Widen the tendons in front of the left ankle. Release the right shoulder to the floor. And then if you want, you can straighten out through your right leg. Make sure the left shin is aligned with your spine. Animate both feet. Widen the tendons in front of the ankle. More energy goes into the inner side of both feet, into your center. And then take your belt around the left foot, cross the belt. You can take the knuckles towards each other, take your knuckles towards each other. I like to wrap the belt around my hands. Take the knuckles or both hands towards each other, elbows out to the side. As you continue to press the ball of the big toe up, up, up towards the ceiling, and let the left knee come to its track. Release the shoulders to the floor as you take the left foot towards the head. Now you can release the belt, bring left knee towards the chest, take your left knee with your right hand, only left hand to the side. Extend through the Achilles tendon. The right hand, release the right shoulder to the floor. Keep the left knee in its track, and then release the left foot to the floor. A little bit further away from you, but in line with the left sit bone. And release the left thigh towards the pelvis. And then bend both knees, both feet to the floor. Knees facing the ceiling. And a few times, just do some pelvic tilts. Bring the tailbone to the floor. Lower back goes away from the spine as you inhale. And as you exhale, release the lower back to the floor. You're going to move, you're going to massage your sacrum on the floor for a few times. And then roll to the side. Come up to a sitting position. From that, there to a standing position. You might need a chair. You will need a belt probably also. We are going for Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana 1. So you can do it with a chair. I'm going to bring the chair to my mat to show you how we are going to do it with a chair. So you're going to hang, in my case, a very long belt. So a chair, a wall, whatever you want to help you. Stand in Tadasana. Bring the feet together. I hang the belt on my side. Either feet together or feet hips distance apart, looking at something eye level. Roll the metatarsals from the little toe side to the big toe side to bring energy into the ball of the big toe. Widen the angle, widen the tendons in front of both ankles. The inner part goes in, and then take the outer part out without taking the inner part out, without sickling the foot. Then coordinate widening the ankles with lifting the frontal hip bones up towards the ceiling. Tailbone, sit bones release down. Most of the weight is in the front of the heel. And then we are going to shift the weight to the right foot by lifting the left heel off the floor. And notice the tendencies to collapse somewhere, like out to the side. Keep yourself lifted off your right leg. Here, lift off the right leg. Then you are going to take your knee either to your chest or to the chair. Or put the the foot on the chair. Whew. Alright, make sure that you don't lean forward, you don't push your pelvis forwards, take your pelvis back. This is a very good Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. You can take your arms up. If you want them more, you can take your heel to the seat, to the backrest of the chair. The next stage, and then you can bring it down. That was hard for me. Right. And now we're going to stand again in Tadasana, chest opening pose, frontal hip points go up towards the ceiling, sit bones release down, widen the soles of the feet, metatarsals go from big toe side to the little toe side to big toe side, sorry. And you widen the ankles, the tendons in the front of the ankles. The inner tendons go towards each other, the outer tendons go away from each other without dragging the inner tendons with them. And then I'm going to shift my weight to the left leg. I make sure the left leg knows not to go anywhere, but continue. Widen the balls of the feet, continue lifting out of your left foot, widening the tendons in front of the ankle, and then either bring your right knee up or take it to the chair. When you take it to the chair, there's a tendency to go towards the chair. There's a tendency to go towards the chair. Bring your weight to right in front of the heel. If you want the next stage, you can bring your heel onto the chair, take your arms up. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana with a chair. So, stand back in Tadasana. Now we're going to do it with a belt. So, you can repeat the chair. Right? You're going to shift the weight to your right leg by bending the left knee, lifting the heel off the floor. That's in itself giving you all of your tendencies. In my case, taking the hip out to the side. So I'm lifting off my right hip. And then I'm going to take my left knee up. I'm going to tie my belt, cross my belt around my left foot. Elbow go away from each other. I lift the elbows up. And I take the ball of the big toe, the left big toe, forward. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. If you want, you can take both sides of the belt with the left hand only and take the right arm up. And then bring the left leg to the floor. Tadasana. Widen the collarbones, open the chest, inner tendons towards each other, outer tendons away from each other. Frontal hip points go up, frontal hip points come up, tailbone, sit bones, release down, and then you're going to bend the right knee. Lift the right knee off the floor. Tie your right foot with a belt and cross it. Wrap your hands around the belt. Now I'm going to lift my elbows up towards the ceiling as I press the ball of my big toe forward. You can be near a wall. You can do it with a wall. So you can do it with a wall or with a chair and a wall. And then come back to standing in Tadasana. The next one is a few standing poses. Tadasana, Trikonasana, Ardha Chandrasana. You can maintain your chair. Keep your chair in. How am I going to do that? So either with a chair or with two blocks on the sides of the mat. How am I going to do it with the chair? I'm not sure actually. So take your feet a wide distance apart. Maybe I'll take the chair here. That side. So I'm going to take my feet a wide distance apart. That's great. Then the right foot out, left foot in. Align front heel with the back arch and start noticing where is the knee. So externally rotate your front leg, which is the right leg, from the bottom of the thigh bone, from the top of the thigh bone. Press the feet away from each other. Widen the ankles. Widen the tendons in front of the ankle and lift them up. Lift them up. Find them on both legs. Lift them up. Pluck them up. The frontal hip points away. Lift up away from the legs. Coordinate. Widening the ankles and lifting those frontal hip points, especially the right one. And then with your next exhalation, you're going to extend your arms or bring your hands back towards the back of the head. Press the elbows towards each other. Lift the chest up. And then open the arms up. And with your next exhalation, you're going to extend your body over the externally rotating right leg. Put your hand on your chair. Lower abdomen turns to the right, chest turns to the left. Take your left hand behind your head, bring the elbow in. Chin lifts up, and then you turn and you basically look at your elbow. From there you can stretch out through your arm. To come out, press the feet away from each other, lift through the lower abdomen and come up. Other side. You're going to take, not sure this is the best. Well, that's what it is. That's what I have, man. Take the left foot forward, right foot back. Turn the left foot out, right foot in for triangle. Widen the balls of the feet. Widen the ankles, especially the outside ankle on the left foot. Find the tendons in front of the ankle, wide ankles, widen them away from each other and lift up. As you lift up the tendons, bring that lift into the frontal hip points. The frontal hip points come up. The sit bones release down. And you externally rotate both legs, especially the front leg. Your next exhalation, interlace your fingers behind your head, elbows towards each other, press the shoulder blade down. And then open the arms up, out. You can keep the hands a little bit higher and forward of the shoulders to allow the shoulder blades to release down. And then with your next exhalation, exhale and extend your left side of your body over your externally rotating right leg. Take your right hand behind your head. Press the head back, chin away from the chest, and turn. And look at your elbow. Press the feet away from each other. Look at your elbow. Extend. Externally rotate. Widen the front of the ankles and lift them up. And then you can, it's not easy for me. Now, look at your right hand. And then with your next exhalation, pressing the hands away from each other, lifting through your right arm. You can come up. Bring your feet together, Tadasana. So I can turn around because I have the chair. And now we're going to do Tadasana, Trikonasana, or Chandrasana. So either you're going to do it on the chair, or you're going to do it on blocks. So I'm going to show it with the chair. I'm going to Tadasana, metatarsals from the little toe side to the big toe side. Widen the ankles. Lift up the frontal hip points. Open the chest. Relax the jaw. And now you're going to take yourself to Triconasana. Take the chair forward. So I'm going to turn the left foot in, the right foot out. Externally rotate both legs. Then with your next exhalation, press the feet away from each other and extend. Extend. Remember the tail. Take your tail to the left to extend the crown chakra to the right. And then lighten your hand on your shin bone. Then you can bend your knees. Keep your left hand on your left hip. Bend your knee. Take your hand on your chair. Walking a few times. And then with the tail, the inner thigh of the left leg comes up, 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 and away from you. So you're coming into Ardha Chandrasana. Externally rotate the front foot. Both legs come up. Both legs are going up. Up, 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 from the bottom of the left foot, from the, what side is this? From the big toe side of the left foot. Release it down to the floor, and then from there lift the leg up. You come out, bend your front knee, take the foot back, Trikonasana, and then back, Tadasana. Other side, Tadasana. Don't even know what is the time with all that. It's only half an hour. I don't have water. I can do another standing pose. Let's start with the tree. Tadasana. At something eye level. Release the gaze back. Let your eyes drift back. Let your shoulders drift down. The metatarsals rolls from the little toe side to the big toe side. Let the inner tendons release back towards each other. that the inner tendons of your ankles come towards each other, that the outer tendon go away from each other and lift up the arches, lift up the whole front of the foot, lift up and lift them up, lift up these tendons, up towards your belly, and coordinate, lifting the ankles, widening and lifting the ankles with lifting the hip points towards your face. Find your tail, find the top of the head, grow it up. And then with your next exhalation, you'll either jump to wide stance or you walk. And we go to Triconasana. Again. I guess that's what we're doing. We're going to do it again. We're going to turn. So I think it's this way. Okay. We're going to turn the left foot in, the right foot out. Externally rotate the left leg. Top of the thigh bone, bottom of the thigh bone, right. The top of the kneecap goes out to the right. And then widen the ankles. Widen this tendon. Find them and widen them. Especially the front one. Coordinate the widening and the lifting. With lifting up the front hip points away from the leg. And then with your next exhalation, bring your arms out, or first bring them first interlace them behind the head and then bring them out. And then extend yourself over your externally rotating right leg. You can complete your Triconasana. And then from there, bend the front knee, walk the back heel, the back legs, and then launch yourself up to Ardha Chandrasana again. It's always better the second time. So release the ball of the left big toe into the floor. But then from there, the whole big toe side lifts up. And then the energy of both hands come up. To come out of it, bend the front knee, take your tail back, come out, come up, and turn. And then bring yourself to Tadasana. Turn around if you need, or just take Tadasana. Relax your eyes, your jaw, your tongue. Let your awareness find tendons in front of your ankles. Let your inner tendons come towards each other, outer tendons away from each other, and all those tendons lift up to lift the front of hip points and open the chest. And then with your next exhalation, jump or walk your legs to a wide distance. And then take your left foot in, your right foot out for Triconasana. Lower abdomen turns to the left, chest turns to the right. Find your tendon in front of the ankles. Widen them and pluck them up, especially the right one. As you pluck up the tendons in front of the left ankle, the front leg, I meant the left. In front of the left ankle, you can release the tail down, and there's balance in between the front of hip points instead of collapse. So pluck up the front foot tendons up, and then with your next exhalation, Take your hands behind your head, press your head back, and then take the arms out. And then with your next exhalation, you're going to extend your left side over your externally rotating left leg. You can take your right hand behind your head. Take your chin away from the chest. Look up. And then, as you press the elbow forward, look up. And then take the arm up. And then bend your front knee. Take your right hand on your right thigh. Walk in a few times. I think the chair is too. I don't know, maybe this one. Yeah, put the chair this way. I think the chair this way. And then you can come up. Launch yourself up. Externally rotate the front leg. And then release the left foot. The ball of the big toe releases down, and from that angle, press the whole ball of the left foot up. Take your right hand behind your head. Take the chin away from the chest. Look up. Come up. Both arms. Push up, 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 up. And then to come out, bend your front knee. Take yourself up. Come back to center. The next one is Triconasana. So I'm going to spread. I think we can do a few Prasarita Padanguttanasana between them and to do it. So how am I going to do it? So I'm going to put the chair here. And then when I come, I don't know, where do you want the chair in the Chandrasana? I can take the chair behind me. Right? Take the chair behind me. And then take the hands like that. How am I going to launch to Ardha Chandrasana though? And I'm going to take, next time I'm going to take the chair more forward. Or I can take it like that. Bend the knee. Launch yourself forward. Hold the chair on the ring. Fuck. Okay. That's not going to be very good. I know. And on that chair. Oh, that's tough. It's not easy. Fucking not easy. So you start with the chair here for Trikonasana. Why don't you put the chair here? Start with the chair here. Trikonasana. Okay. Then bend the front foot. Take the chair with you. And as you launch, why not this way? I don't know. Why do? Let's see if this way is better. Maybe it's better. Okay, so put my chair here. Triconasana. And then I take myself up to Ardha Chandrasana. And take my hand a little bit lower down. Not sure this is great. I don't know. It's a good question. is if you have a wall and you can play with a wall and a chair. Play with a wall and a chair. So the wall is in front of you. I don't know if a chair is such a good idea. Just do Triconasana. Without a Chandrasana, without a chair. Let's try that. Taking 2 blocks. Tell me which one or as many as you want. Triconasana. Then the knees. We're going to take the blocks so that they are about a foot away from you and more to the left. More to the left. So the inside of the block is about a foot away. This corner is about a foot away, and it's also to the left, so that the pinky side of the left foot is in front of it. So and you take it out and up and up. Okay. Next one is Triconasana. I don't know, man. Triconasana. I think Untitled in between would be a good idea. And then a very short outer Chandrasana. Press the heels towards you. Chest, and bring the feet towards each other, Tadasana. Now you can take your chair. So here I am in the chair. I'm not sure the chair is so helpful. Take the chair. A wall would be nice, but the wall is too much to ask. Triconasana. Pressing your hands on the chair. Lifting up. Releasing the tailbone. Widening the front of the ankles. And then just walk forward and release your head to the floor. Press the heels into the floor. And then release the heels. Press the heels into the floor. Come on, press your hands off. Chair. Bring your feet together. Tendons. Press the hands down. Start walking up the chair. If you can, release your head down. If not, build some blocks or something to release your head. Something. Press your elbows out to the side. Release your head down. Widen the tendons in front of the ankle. At the side of the head, the block, on both. Let's see what else to do. side of your head and I've lost it. Okay, let's see how that works. Bolster. Bolster, elbows out. Release your head. Widen the tendons in front of you. If it hurts your back, don't do it. Come up, just to the other side. Press your hands behind, bend your knees, press the feet into the floor. And the next one is Shavasana. I don't know what to do in the chair, but God will help me. Out of Chandrasana. Triconasana, out of Chandrasana. Which is so much harder than you think, you know. Out of Chandrasana. I can do partial Konasana. Okay, I'm going to do some Shavasana now. Is that the chair? Just don't know if it's on. How was the other one ending? Headstand and shoulder stand. I think it was headstand. So maybe headstand, shoulder stand is a better way to end it. You can do Pranishta Konasana and then immediately Shavasana. Or we could do the block. Yeah, it's a different. This is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, okay, so I have a session. That's good. I leave that.